Now, taking advantage of the fact that you actually share the ring with Canelo, and now you are in this phase of a trainer, let's talk about a little bit the fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford. Now he's facing Terence Crawford. The world is kind of like split. Some say Canelo is too big and they don't want to give him any credit about facing Crawford. Other one says that Crawford is too skilled and that's what makes the fight kind of like very competitive. And actually, they're giving him the edge to Crawford. You've been there with Canelo and now you're a trainer. What do you think about that fight? Who wins? And if you have to give us your strategy as a trainer, what do you think each of them has to do? I mean, have to do to win? What would you say if you were the trainer of Canelo? And what would you say if you were the trainer of Crawford that they can do to win this fight?
I think if going from the trainer of Canelo, you need to impose yourself early, impose your weight, lean on him, show him your power and your strength, and hit him
Highlight the way
hard
he
and hit him
fought you.
often. Yeah, I think just be in his face, be there, be good on the movement, cutting off the ring like you do, make the ring small for him, but really impose your pressure, your skill, and hit him hard and often, just to let him know you're there constantly.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
And
because I
if
mean,
if
one of the. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
if you're coming from Bomac as Crawford's trainer, then you're gonna be following the blueprint of Bivol, in and out, be quick, be sharp, one twos, and but I think Canelo will fully expect that, and Eddie Reynoso will expect that and work against it.
Yeah, let me ask you this, because a lot of people they kind of make fun about the strategy of Canelo about hitting the guys on the arms or hitting men on the chest, because they like they technically, if you follow the Olympic boxing, it's not like a clean shot because it's not in your head or in the in like your lower body. It's more like in parts where it's supposed to be not a clean punch. But how much did that hurt when you're fighting Canelo and you basically didn't get hurt? I mean, didn't get hit like on the liver or someplace like that, but you just get hit like on the shoulder here, you get here in your arms. How much will that take a toll on you as a fighter, as an opponent of Canelo in the later rounds? Because I feel like, I remember one time Roberto Duran was with Canelo and he was telling him about doing those kind of things because eventually it will wear down those opponents that are kind of like slick fighters because they will have to stop because they've been getting hurt. At the end of the day, it's a part of your body. But what can you tell us about your experience about receiving those bumps? Is that a strategy that you think it helps and you will actually think that he should do that against Crawford?
Yeah, 100%. And I think the only reason more fighters don't do it is because they're worried of hurting their hands. I mean,
Hmm.
you hit the head and the body because you know it's the target, and people worry about hitting elbows, arms because of hurting their own hands. But I mean, Canelo obviously has good hands. He's hitting arms, elbows, shoulders, and doing well, and not not hurting his hands in the process. So listen, it's all the body is all the scoring target, and this is chess, not checkers, as they say.
Yeah.
And we've got to find a way to win. And listen, against Callum Smith, he took out that left arm, so Callum couldn't do the catch counter, and it paid dividends for him.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, I remember that the bicep of Callum Smith was destroyed, and even Bivol on that fight that he won against Canelo, he showed his arm, and his arm was very bruised. And I think it was a good strategy. The problem is that Bivol was a big fighter, and he was able to take those punches and still throw his punches. But that's one of the things that when I was doing the trailer for your interview, I saw the fight against Canelo, and I saw the way that he throw those punches to you, and they were going with really really bad intentions that even they didn't hit clearly on your body, but they were hitting in your body. And I know that eventually it was causing a toll on you because obviously you were getting hurt, you start dropping your arms because of that, I'm assuming. So I feel that that will be the key part with Crawford, which sometimes boxers made the mistake that they're trying to reach out the head, and obviously slick fighters, they're able to dodge those punches. But if you hit him on the shoulders, you hit him on the chest, you're not going to miss those shots and you're still going to hurt the fighter that eventually in the later rounds could take a toll. So is that something that you see Canelo doing against Crawford, and is that something that you feel that Crawford could have an, I don't know, a response to that, or there is nothing that he can do?
No, I think that will take Crawford by surprise a bit. I think if Canelo starts landing a jab on the shoulder and then bringing the backhand into the chest and then looping the hook into the chin, it's like it's very unorthodox, but it's gonna pay the price for Canelo. It's gonna get him the victory. Because Crawford is a tricky competitor. You might even slip a body shot into the hip bone just to try and immobilize
Yeah,
him a bit, just to slow him down. And listen, I know it's frowned upon. I know it's not boxing at its purest, but we do what we have to do to win within the parameters of boxing. And listen,
yeah,
it's all about slowing down your opponent. So a big body shot round is on the belt maybe. That slows him down. You're hitting the chest, which is still part of the body. The
yeah,
shoulder is still in the punching zone. I mean, these are not illegal shots. They're well within the rights of boxing.
yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think, I mean, obviously Crawford has been working on his weight and, doing all this physical training for a long period of time already to adjust to 168. He not even had a fight. He was just working in his physical strength and condition. But do you think that even with all this, Crawford might be biting something more than he can chew? Or what is your final prediction about this, and how do you see this fight going?
I think it's a silly move jumping straight to 168, not even having a fight at 160. I know he had the fight with Madrimov at 154, but I mean, the fight with Madrimov was a close fight as well.
Yeah, I
Um,
was there.
he would have been better testing the water at 160. There's plenty of opponents there to test it in the top 10. And listen, Crawford is a special talent. Crawford beats a lot of the top 10 fighters in the world, but to then step up to a generational great like Canelo, two weights above what you're used to fighting at, and he's not even really used to fighting at. He's just moved up to 154. So to then skip up another two weight classes is a big ask for anyone.
Definitely. So then the final question about that, how do you see that fight going and who wins?
I see Canelo winning. I could see it with a late stoppage or a points victory. I think between 8 and 12, Canelo could get to him and slow him down. I think Crawford will be hard early doors. First 4 rounds, he'll be slippery. He'll be obviously switching orthodox to southpaw and whatnot, and in and out. He'll try and adopt the Bivol style of punch and move. But I believe that Canelo will trap him, cut him off, and wear him down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, guys, you already got here his John Ryder opinion about the whole Canelo fight and Crawford, the analysis also as a fighter that shared the ring with Canelo, but also as a trainer right now. And we definitely are very grateful for that.